Hey everyone! Good afternoon. I'm going to give us just a quick minute or two for some more people to pop on, but welcome to today's live stitch out. My name is Melissa. Again, I'm an educator with Anita, and I am here to stitch out this week's Watch and Stitch project with you all today. So for today's project, we are actually going to be looking at the May subscription of the Watch and Stitch, not subscription. The collection. This one's available online right now for you all to purchase. It is going to be going on through the whole month of May, and every week on Tuesdays we are doing a live stitch out of one of the sample projects in the book. You can purchase this online. We have a link to it, I'm sure, in the description as well, and we will be doing a different stitch out each week. So like I said, this week we are doing Satin Stitch Monograms, as you see here on the napkin. Very fun, and we're going to do a little personalized twist with me doing my own letters today. So while we have some friends pop onto the live video, you can gather the items you will need in order to stitch this out with me. So if you look at our materials list for the Satin Stitch Monogram, we're going to need a special type of stabilizer, which is known as sticky back. Now if you've used sticky back in the past, you know that it has a paper adhesive top to it, and the stabilizer is what's on the bottom of it. We are going to end up removing the paper so we can stitch onto that stabilizer, but I wanted to point out one first fun tip for you all. So our tutorial will mention you need sticky back tear away stabilizer. Well, while we were gathering our materials, we found a sticky back wash away, so I'm going to be stitching our project with a sticky back wash away stabilizer. You can do tear away or wash away, whichever you prefer. The difference will be I can rinse this one nice and quick instead of having to pick out some of that tear away from the back of the design at the end. So there's some little first tip of the project for you to get started. So like I said, have the wash away sticky back hooped. You'll want a tea towel or linen napkin of some sort. We went ahead and stitched this nice green linen sample here. And then we have our thread of choice in the machine. I chose a nice white thread because the green towel and the white will kind of go with my kitchen. So you can make it match your own space. On top of the tearaway, we will need our seam ripper so we can score it, as well as a pair of scissors just for the quick thread change if you decide to change colors. I'm going to stick to one thread, so I think other than that, we're good to go. You will also want some tailor's chalk and a ruler, and I'm about to show you what we'll do with those. So first things first, if you're hopping on and you're tuning in to stitch this with me, you're going to have to merge your letters. So if you purchase the May Watch and Stitch, you should have all the letters of the alphabet included, and you can go into your home machine and merge those files by adding the letters you want. I went ahead and merged my three initials, MKM. Now, depending the type of monogram you're wanting to do, some more traditional people prefer its first, middle, and last initial in the middle of the design. Some like the traditional first, middle, last in a row. My letters have some fun curly cues on the letter K for my middle initial. So I've actually staggered my letters where it'll be M, a K a little bit higher, and an M for my three initials in a row. So I already went ahead and merged that to the machine, and now we are going to go ahead and prep the hoop. So first things first is to hoop your stabilizer, and then what we're going to do is take a seam ripper or another sharp and pointy object, and we're going to score the top surface. So what I'm going to do is take the sharp tip and just lightly glide it across the paper in an X shape, and then we will use the tip of the seam ripper to get underneath that paper, and then you can rip it away. So I'll hold that up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing here. You want to clear the whole inside of the hoop. So since it's like paper, we can just go right ahead and tear it out. Again, as a fun tip for you all, I love to share different notions and materials you can use. There is no placement stitch for the monogram. It's kind of you hoop it and center it, and then you stitch it out. So depending the stabilizer you have at home, you could do this with all sorts of other ones as well. Everything from standard tear away to standard wash away. But we love the sticky at Anita since the sticky helps secure our object in place. Now that I have removed all of the paper from the center of the hoop, we are going to take our ruler and some tailor's chalk, and we're going to find the axis point that lines up the center. So on every home machine hoop, there should be a vertical and a horizontal axis. And we're just going to draw a little plus sign down the middle to help make a mark of where that center is. So I moved my items, and I'll show off what I did there. So there is my center point for the hoop. Now it's time to hoop the towel. We take our towel that we've created, so hopefully you have seams on each end of your towel. We are going to take the right side and fold it facing inward. So right sides together, and I like to call it hot dog style, and some people might not know what I mean, but in grade school they taught us hamburger versus hot dog folding. I love to call this hot dog style. So nice and long is essentially what we're going for. We are going to take our fold where that center fold is, and we want to line it up to the fold or the vertical line on our hoop. Now, depending where you want your monogram, remember that your machine will load it directly in the center of the screen. So I'm looking at my on-screen display and all the letters are right in the middle of where the hoop would be. So whatever I'm embroidering, I will want to put the center of that item or where I want the design to be closer to the middle of my hooping. So I'm giving myself, just so you all know, about an inch or so, an inch and a half of extra room from the bottom, from where the center is. Actually, let's do a little more. Let's do it right around 3 or so. I'll give you a measurement. We have a ruler right here. I did just under 4 inches from that horizontal line to where the bottom of my towel is. So stick that to the surface and kind of show it off here. Let me make sure I got it in the center. While I'm adjusting mine, this gives you all time to position yours. So we're going to go with right around here. If mine's a little crooked, I won't be too mad. Alright, so there it is stuck. You can kind of see how much space I left from where the center is going to be, so my monogram is going to stitch out right in this general area. So I'm giving myself a little bit of wiggle room at the bottom. That way the monogram will sit towards the edge of the towel. Once we have positioned it where we like across the center line, we are going to open up the towel and smooth it over the hoop. This is where that sticky stabilizer, regardless of what kind you have, wash away or tear away, this comes in handy. So you just rub your fabric and now it's nice and secure to the hoop with a smooth surface. So once we've done that, it's time to start stitching. We are going to take the excess towel. If you have pins at home, I suggest rolling this up and just kind of pinning it out of the way. We're going to hang on to it with our hands. Don't have a pin handy this second. Actually, there's some in this pin cushion. I think I do have some. I'll pin it once we start. Alright, so real quick, I'm adding some pins in the top just so it won't unravel on me. Make it easier to work with. There we go. And once your design has been merged in the machine, you can now start the embroidery process. So of course, it's going to start with the first letter merged, in my case, the first letter M. I have my hoop locked in, and I'm using white thread, so the bobbin is already matched. And we hit go to embroider. Oh, I lied, we didn't check the bobbin. This gives you a second to watch me change the bobbin. You always need to have that. So first project rule is check to make sure your bobbin isn't empty. I have a replenished one right here. And that goes to show everyone has to go through the same checklist when they do projects. And I didn't check for the bobbin. All right, back in action. We're going to start that first letter step over just so it knows what we're doing. And we'll hit go. So now that I have the bobbin in there, now it's stitching correctly. And I got a little tail thread. I'm going to trim away. There we go. So while we stitch that first letter, that gives you some time to figure out where you want to arrange your letters on the towel that you are stitching. As a reminder, every project in Watch and Stitch will have the PDF instructions included, so you can follow along with the step-by-step photos like we have here. We even include how to do the merging in your machine and how to follow along with the steps for placing your tea towel and actually stitching it out. So same thing I'm doing here. If you need to go back and reference it, the PDF tutorial will be a great place to do it at your own pace. Some other great ideas for you all. These make great gifts. So if you're looking for something quick for Mother's Day, we have a sale I'm going to mention to you all as well. But this is a wonderful gift idea to stitch out for mom. You can make it decorate it to match her kitchen or living space, or even use the monograms in other ways. So we did them as a tea towel, but you could stitch this out on cards or projects as well. really anywhere you can add embroidery. Now some fun announcements for you guys. Just for tuning in to Watch and Stitch, we do have a flash sale item today. Now our project is a lot shorter, so I'm going to have to tell you a little bit more about the flash sale sooner than later because we're only stitching 3 letters. So while I have you, I'd love to tell you guys some more about what we have going on with Anita. So for this week's fun flash sale, we are doing celebration bottle aprons. Now these are as fun as they sound. They are for celebrating. So these are so cute and they have ribbon attachments. They are finished off in the hoop and entirely freestanding, and they drape over the neck of wine bottles or even olive oil bottles or different seasoning bottles. Anything that's got a nice long neck to it, you can slip the ribbon over and tie the apron onto the bottle. Now this collection came out in August of 2015. So if you had all access back then, or it might have been right before all access, this one was not in there, I don't think. Either way, you can double check August of 2015. This is normally $34.95, so we have priced it at $17 for you all at half off. So the celebration bottle aprons, snag them while you can at 50%. This is lasting until this Sunday, so you don't want to miss out. These make great last minute party gifts as well, or you can bring them to the hostess with the mostess. So very cute flash sale for this week. So we're finishing up that first letter, and my first letter M is done. So as the machine recognizes each letter as merged individually, we do have to go ahead and choose to start the next letter. So I'm just going to lower my foot and hit go to start the next one, which the way we merged my letter M's came before the K in the middle, so it's doing the 2 M's first. And that's because I just dragged and rearranged mine. But as you can see, I have these 2 in line with each other, and my K will be just a little bit higher, so you can drag and reposition your monogram any way you want. Speaking of Mother's Day gifts, I also have some cute card samples to show you all while we watch that embroider out. So we have a Mother's Day sale going online. Right now we have a sale happening. This is good until the 8th of May, and we are doing 30% off the category products of For Her. So if you're shopping on our website and you either click the banner for Mother's Day sale or you check the categories and you hit For Her, we are doing 30% off select collections. This one is a more recent release we love. This is our 3D Mother's Day cards. These are so cute, you all. These have dimensional 3D elements to them. In this case, it is, let me see if I can get my hand under it, the little fan blades. Look at that. So cute. And it says, Mom, you're the coolest, which this is my favorite card. That's fun. We also have Your Pretty Radish with a cute little radish there. Isn't that adorable? And their little leaves are dimensional as well. I'm trying to show you some of that dimensionality in there. So very cute. We used a combination of glitter vinyl and some twill in here to really make those materials pop. You can also try things like felt. So this is the same card collection, 3D Mother's Day cards, where we have the beautiful petals of the flower here, and instead of twill or glitter vinyl, we actually chose to do felt for this one. So it gives it a very cute and handcrafted look to it. It's definitely something Mom would be happy to receive. Show you a few more since we have some time. We got this cute little guy, little 3-dimensional mushroom. And it says, there's so much room in my heart for you and more. And then of course we got the sunshine. And he's got his cool shades on. Isn't that cute? His little face. So these Mother's Day cards are also a part of that 30% off sale. So if you're looking for a last minute Mother's Day gift, don't miss out. You definitely want to check that out. Sale runs again till May 8th. So be sure to shop for Mom or any other wonderful, lovely lady in your life. And you can snag those deals this week. I feel like we should do a giveaway, shouldn't we? We have a small project, and I know you all are tuning in and excited to watch this stitch out, so let's see. Let's do the keyword letter. Since we're doing letters, we can do letter or letters, whichever they prefer, but we'll do keyword letter, and I will have our behind-the-scenes friends pick out a winner for a $20 digital gift card to the Anita Goodesign website. So go ahead and pop in the comment section below, And speaking of letter, we are on the last letter of my monogram. So now I'm going to go ahead and continue with that final embroidery piece, which is the letter K. Now, if you're looking in the tutorial, we did stitch the letters TMS. That was, again, just another example of combination of letters. So you can combine them any way you want. And they have that adorable little scripty font to them. So cute. I'm excited to show you all my finished towel. Look at that. I'm seeing all these letters. Everyone's typing letter. I love to see you guys getting engaged and excited about it. I hope one of you wins. And while I'm thinking of it, I also have one more fun announcement for you all about Signature Series. So we've been talking about it. It has been on pre-order. Let me pull up my notes real quick. We have pre-order has been extended, you all. So if you have missed out and you were saying, oh no, I didn't sign up for Sig Series 3, we are doing Signature Series 3, the Flower Garden, on pre-order till May 10th. This beautiful shadow box you see here is created with the florals from the Flower Garden Sig Series 3. So don't miss out on that pre-order. And if you're choosing to pre-order right now, we're actually throwing in a bonus gift for you. So not only do you receive Signature Series 3 with over 100 different floral files to it, you can create beautiful masterpieces, but Stephen Wilson Studio has decided to give away one copy of Luscious Threads to every person who purchases a pre-order of Sig Series 3. Now this book is a beautiful gallery book done by Studio, showing all of Steve's glorious work. What a perfect page I opened up on. This is his Americana exhibit he did a while back at the Carolina Opry. We have tons of photos of the butterflies that everyone loves in Steve's work. So this piece, it does not come with embroidery files. This one is just beautiful art book for you to have on your coffee table or as a great conversation starter for what you can do with thread. So that will be given as a free gift for anyone who purchases or the pre-order of Sig Series 3. And that is $99 currently, so be sure to snag it while you can and before the pre-order ends. Just in time, our stitch out has finished. And did we pick a winner real quick?
Yes, Lori Campbell.
Lori Campbell?
Campbell.
Campbell, okay.
Yeah.
Lori Campbell, I don't want to say it wrong, so forgive me if I butchered that. But Lori, congratulations, you are our winner for our $20 gift card. So be sure to reach out to Customer Experience via the email below, and you'll be able to let them know that you won our giveaway during today's live stitch out, and they'll send you that gift card. So congratulations, Lori. Now for everyone else, our towel has finished stitching. I'm going to gently take that over here. And look at that. So now you can kind of see how I staggered my letters. And I thought with the little curly Q on the K that looked the best. So very cute. I'm very pleased with how this turned out. It will look great in my kitchen. So now the quick and easy finishing off and unhooping it. I'm going to remove any pins that I had if I don't throw them everywhere. So take any pins out that you had and set those aside. And then the beauty of the tear away is that normally you can just tear it out. Since I chose the wash away, I'm going to cut into the stabilizer with my scissors. So if you saw what I did there, I took them and I just snipped into the stabilizer, and I'm going to trim around the back of the embroidery just to remove it out of the hoop. Now if you're doing this at home, obviously, if you have the wash away stabilizer, you're going to want to rinse away any remaining stabilizer from the back of the design. So in my case, it looks kind of like this on the back. So if I was to take some hot water and rinse this away, since I chose the sticky back wash away, it would end up dissolving and we would be left with just the embroidery stitches. So here is my finished towel. Let's give it a nice little fold. Ta-da! And I didn't fold it very well. There it is. So cute. A nice, great, quick and easy project to stitch for yourself or for a loved one. I hope you all enjoyed this week's Watch and Stitch with me, Melissa, and be sure to tune in next Tuesday for the next stitch out. Thanks for watching.